Okay, now we're recording. All right.
Okay.
So let me back up so the people who catch the recording. I had an advisory board call today, and while I can't share some of the statistics with you and the specifics, we all walked away from that advisory board call just feeling like this is the most exciting year that we've ever had with Plexus, not just for where we are right now, but where we're headed and what corporate has planned for us to keep us in momentum. So there's so many exciting things going on, but us as an entire company, we are in momentum. It very much feels like, and I know a lot of you weren't around for this, but it feels like the momentum that we had back in like 2013, 2014. That is what it's feeling like again. And it's super, super exciting. So the company's going to do their part. We're going to move forward, but you have to do your part. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about tonight. And that is doing your part to get your team and your business in momentum. Okay. So one of the things that has been said, Sarah Robbins, she's the network marketing guru, has said, the cure to what ails your business is activity. Well, I take it a step further and say that the cure to what ails your business is not only activity, but personal growth and development. But for this call, we're going to focus mostly on activity. And I'm going to give you just where you need to be focusing your activity on. And then in the end, and I posted this in one of my team pages. And Mom, if you didn't repost it in your team pages, and if you haven't, this IPA sheet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't be more excited. We were driving back from Oklahoma, had dropped our kids off, and we stopped at the Heffley's house. Rob and Jessica Heffley. You guys, Jessica Heffley was number 2 on the convention credit. She's number 2 Musha K earner. Amazing, and she knows her stuff. Well, we were pulling out of their driveway, and Rob runs up. He's like, hey, I wanted to give you a copy of this. So this is what he gave me. This was the revised version that we just posted, but he gave me this. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for, to make it simple for you, to make it simple for your team. We say, what should I be doing? What do I need to do? What do I tell my team to do? It's right here, not this sheet. This is the older version, but it's right here on this sheet. Simple, simple, simple. And it's right here at the top about activity. So I'm going to kind of go through some of that activity, but I just wanted to point out this sheet because it's going to be probably one of the most valuable tools you'll have as you do your own activity and your own IPA, and then you train your team kind of what to do. Just keeping it simple. This is not a complicated business. It's wash, rinse, and repeat. Wash, rinse, and repeat, and keep going. So let's break down some of that activity. So Mom and Steve got to be in our Diamond and Sapphire breakout session because I was speaking on Build Yourself to the Diamonds and Sapphires. So I know, Mom, you got to stick around for Brooke Hemingway's presentation on Build Your Business. And I'm going to share a little bit of what she shared in that presentation with you guys. But Brooke was the number 1. Speaking of, okay, so talked about Jessica Heffley. She's the number 2 Musha K earner. Brooke was number 1. She was the number 1 credit earner for the convention contest. So what she says, and she's like, this applies, she's telling us diamonds that this applies to us too. So it applies to everybody wherever they are in their business, that we have to do the dirty work first. We have to do the hard thing first. And that's our own personal reach outs and activity. It's really easy to get caught up in management mode, and that I need to check my back office and you know, who's doing what's PV, what's my PV. All of that doesn't matter. Your business doesn't move forward without your personal income producing activity. And Brooke actually calls it intentional productive activity. So, and that's really what I like to think of this sheet, is that it's not income producing activity, all of it, that this is the productive activity that will propel your business forward. So I've got 4 categories of income producing activity or intentional productive activity that I'm going to go through. And when I say do this first, this is in order of importance as well. So personal reach outs to prospects. You may have already seen this video on the magic message. And if you haven't, I know Mom can go ahead and get that video in. I can share it with her. But Julie Adams shared this magic message. I think it also came from Emily Roberts. But it's a very simple message, a text message through texting or Facebook. But it's, hey, Susan, I'm sure you've seen my Plexus post by now, ... Have you ever tried it? Question mark. We're always ending with a question, okay? Engaging them, making it simple, making it really short. I don't know about you, but whenever I get a really long message, I'm like, if I even go back to read it later, you know, you forget. And you're like, oh, well, I'll get back to that. And then you don't get back to it. Or you're like, oh, that's too long. I can't do it right now. Keep it short. Keep it simple, okay? Don't overwhelm with ingredients and what Plexus is. Wait to engage and draw them into a conversation. Okay, so what do you say after that? If they say, you know, no, I've not tried it. Well, then great. You know, I'd love to tell you about it. And you tell your own personal Siri's dictating what I'm saying right now. He said, he's an Australian. Siri, hey, I don't know how to turn this off. Okay. Sorry about that. That was weird. Okay. No. Okay. So, oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay, wait. If they say no, well, I'd love to tell you what it's done for me. Can I send you a sample or can I send you more information? You guys need to be investing in samples and the new catalogs. Who has their new catalog? I've got, see 3 hands. You guys, these are amazing. Jill, okay. Really, really beautiful piece, the new catalog. Between, I really like these 2 things. You get these and you have one of these for every day and you're rocking your Plexus business, okay? So invest in your samples, invest in these catalogs, and you can easily walk people through the products and the business opportunity. But okay, I digress. But anyways, you can send them a catalog, you can send them a sample. And if they say yes, they've heard of it, okay, then just, oh my gosh, who's your ambassador? What did you think? What have you tried? And just engage them. You're always going to send them back to whoever has already shared with them. But you're just trying to get it out there and just start the conversation and connect with people. So another thing that, like, because as we talk about that's a way to lead with the products. Have you ever tried it? But what about if you want to message someone and lead with the business opportunity? Again, something really simple. I need to hang on. Something really simple. So, hey friend, I know you've seen my Plexus post by now. I think you would be amazing at this business, and I think it would really be a blessing to your family. What do you think? Can we chat about it and we can see if this might be a fit for you? Again, a question, really simple, non-threatening. Hey, we'll see if it's a fit for you, because it might not be. We know that it probably is, and if they are open to the idea, they're going to see that it probably is a fit for them in some way, shape, or form. But they don't know that. So keep it really light and, hey, let's see if this is a fit for you. Okay, so those are the personal reach outs to prospects. So that should come first of our IPA, okay? Now, next on my list, especially this is really important right now as we have the new Slim and the 2 new products. You probably have loads of people, and I hope you've already been doing this, that you've already been reaching out to, past customers, ambassadors that have fallen by the wayside. Maybe they've completely been purged from the report and they're out, or maybe they're just white lines and they've been disengaged for a really long time. You need to be reaching out to them. I'm not big on spending a lot of time dragging people along or begging them to come back and look at the business or look at the business opportunity. But right now, when we have these new products, and there's a for a customer, and there's a 10% off of welcome packs right now. When the company has given us these things, value add reasons to reach out to people, we have to use them. And so now's the time to be reaching out to those customers and ambassadors and trying to bring them back. all 3 of our new products, you guys, increase acromantia in the gut, which helps us be slim. That's something that people don't know. Had anybody else heard of acromantia before the new Slim launched? Had anyone? No. Don't assume that your audience, your Plexus audience, your past customers, the white lines in your downline, don't assume that they're seeing your posts and so they know what acromantia is. They don't. You have to go educate them on this new amazing prebiotic that we have in 3 of our products, or our probiotic, and then in our Vital and our X Factor Plus and New Slim, this prebiotic that's increasing acromantia. And when acromantia is high, people are more likely to be slim. Okay, so really, really amazing information and education that we can take back to those ambassadors. Who's not going to love that? If you are in that age group where you have a lot of friends who are premenopausal or menopausal, you have something really amazing to offer them in the X Factor Plus, okay? So think about, who do you know that's going to connect with each one of these products? Who do you know who's going to love the whole acromantia increase, right? You need to be reaching out to those people. So that's number 2. Number 1 was personal reach outs to your prospects. Number 2 is personal reach outs to past customers and disengaged ambassadors, okay? I'm not going to tell you to do this number 2 all year long, but right now, when there's a lot of stuff going on, now's the time to do it. And I probably think it's only like once or twice a year that you really spend much time trying to get people resurrected. Now's one of those times. Okay, so number 3, I've got follow-up to prospects. Amy Paul, who is Brooke Hemingway's sponsor, followed up with Brooke for 1 full year. And Brooke was the number 1 convention credit contest. Do you have anyone that you have stopped following up with? How do you know that that person couldn't come in and be the next number 1 on the convention contest, okay? So if they've got the door open slightly, it's still open, okay? It's not closed. And so you want to keep following up. Now, really the frequency depends on the relationship, okay? I don't want you to be stalking people. That's not what this is. Please don't misunderstand me. But following up on occasion, and when corporate offers 10% off welcome packs, that's something you can go back to them. It's something that you can say. It's value. You've got something to tell them that isn't just, hey, just wanted to see if you're ready to try Plexus yet. No, you have a lot of value right now to tell people, okay? But I am also really big on following up just on the friendship, in the sense of just connect, just be social. Don't always, when you're messaging or you're connecting, it doesn't always have to be about Plexus. So just be engaging with people. Okay. So that's number 3. 1, personal reach outs to prospects. 2, personal reach outs to past customers and disengaged ambassadors. Number 3, follow up to prospects, and follow up to everyone that you've talked to about Plexus, okay? Not just, maybe it's even customers that have never tried, customers that have tried, so that's that personal reach outs to past customers as well. So same thing. I digress. Okay. Number 4, and this is something that should be where I said your personal reach outs to past customers and disengaged ambassadors is something that I don't say you spend a whole lot of time on year round, but this is something you should be doing all the time. As long as you have customers and as long as you have wholesale ambassadors on your team, you've got to be checking in with them. It is your responsibility to make sure they get the best testimony on Plexus products. It's your job. You're their Plexus product coach. Excuse me. So I love Sarah Taylor, Diamond Ambassador. She says, it's my goal, and this is what we're talking about, testimony, it's my goal to get people the best testimony and the best check possible as quickly as possible. So when you were talking about customers, And wholesale ambassadors, we're talking testimony. So you really got to work with people on the products to get them the best testimony. When they have a really great testimony, they're much more likely to work the business and join you and really go for it, or they're going to refer people to you. Okay. So either way, there'll be a connector to connect people to you, whether they want to work the business or they just want to say, oh my gosh, these products are amazing. You need to call my friend Jill. Okay. Now, when I say the best paycheck, now that's like when someone comes in and they're like, yeah, I want to get my products paid for, then it's our job to help them get those products paid for, get them the best check. It's been said that, I think Eric Worre said that, that when we can get people a paycheck, that they are much more likely to stick around. Okay. So get them to, and Monica Paddock out in Colorado calls it taste the magic. And I love that she says that. So we want to get people in, get them the best testimony, the best check, get them to taste that Plexus magic. Okay. So those were the 4 things that we're going to do the dirty work first, those 4 things. So I'm going to say them again, because they're personal reach outs to prospects, personal reach outs to past customers, disengaged ambassadors, follow-ups, and then checking in with customers and wholesale ambassadors. Be their product coach, okay? Everything else is, your personal growth is super important, and I want you to make sure that you are intentional with that personal growth time. But you can do that in some nooks and crannies of your life. Like if you're commuting to work, then you need to listen to a podcast or be listening to an audiobook. Sorry, my throat is really bothering me. But I wanted to let's see. Where was I going with that? There's something I want to say now. I'm forgetting. Oh, I know what I was going to say. There was a period of time, and still it's even kind of now, but I didn't listen to music or anything in my car. I always had John Maxwell. My car was a rolling university all the time. And now I kind of listen to some music every once in a while just because I need like an escape. But there was a period in my life, like probably a good 3 years, that I didn't listen to anything but YouTube videos. Even though I couldn't see the training, I was listening. I was using the time to and from work to listen to this, to listen to stuff. Driving around, running errands, listening to John Maxwell. So make use of that time. And so these other things can be done in the nooks and crannies of your life. While you're waiting for one of your kids in their t-ball practice or whatever, you can make some of your posts on Facebook, and so many things you can do in those nooks and crannies.
You have any more?
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, I want to go into a little bit of retention, and Brooke talked about retention. I want to make sure I have my notes in order here. Okay, yeah. She says, she does her positive affirmation. She's like, I am the master of retention. I am the master of retention. And so I'm going to pass on some of the things that she gave to us in that talk. And some of the stuff that I know I'm like, I've definitely been doing, and other stuff I'm like, it's stuff that I'll do like occasionally, but it's not a part of my every as you take people through the Plexus life cycle of prospect, customer, or wholesale ambassador. Okay, building the business. Okay, I want to train them and everything. It's just kind of, I've been hit or miss. I've done some of it here and there, but it's not been all the way through the process. And so I know I need to get better at it, and I'm just going to share with you what she did. This master of retention. Okay, the first thing is setting expectations and explaining what it means to be an ambassador. She says an ambassador is someone who wants to build the business, make enough to cover their products, or commit to having $100 in PV every month. In other words, they're committed to taking the products long term. Okay, that's what qualifies an ambassador in her business. And so it's okay to start someone out as a customer and then flip them over. It's perfectly fine to do that. But either way, no matter how you start them out, whether it's a customer or a wholesale ambassador or an ambassador who knows they want to work the business, they need to understand, and this is the setting expectations, that Plexus is not a quick fix, that we are that health and wellness company. We are the premier gut health company. We are health from the inside out, and it's going to take them doing their part. Our products do their part. They have to do their part, and they have to commit. And she has everyone commit to 90 days. 90 days on the products. And if somebody balks or whine or like, oh, I don't know if I can do that, she just says in confidence, you know what, then maybe this isn't for you. And there's something about that psychology, y'all, that like if somebody said, if I'm kind of wanting to do something and someone says to me, maybe this isn't for you, I'm like, oh no, it is. I'll commit. I'll do my part. I promise I'll commit. But whenever we're like, oh no, okay, cool, well, you can try for 30 days. 30 days is okay. That's fine. We come off desperate, like I need you, but it's not about you needing these products and committing to enough time for them to do their job. It's, I just want that sale for that 30 days. Okay. Does that make sense? It's kind of this dance. And if somebody is like, yeah, gosh, I can't commit to 90 days. Then, okay, well, whenever you can, whenever that is something that you're ready to do, you let me know, because I will be ready to be your Plexus product coach, and we will get you the results you're looking for. But I need you to make sure you commit. And when she brings them in and they're committed, then they're going to set up their auto ship, right? They're going to be on their convenience order. Why wouldn't they? If they know that they're committing to 90 days, they're setting up their convenience order or their auto ship. They're going to be a preferred customer. And then if they're committed and they're consistent on their products, what's going to happen? They're going to get the results. Okay? They're coming in valuing what we have, and they're looking for the products to work because they know they're going to do their part. Whenever I have people say, yeah, immediately when they're like, okay, so at the end of 60 days, I can get my money back, right, if it doesn't work. And they're already on that mentally, they're wanting to get their money back. Mentally, I'm like, yeah, it's not going to work for them because they're already defensive about these products, okay? So we set the expectations that this is, and it's okay to say, maybe this isn't for you. So in that way, I want to share a little story that that I have, and I know many of you have heard it, but I want to share it again because it illustrates this point, okay? This is a story from Jordan Adler. He's a network marketing leader, and sorry, y'all. He was visiting friends, and he was staying with friends, and the couple, they went to bed for the night, and he got home late. Well, when he got home, their dog zipped out the door. And he's chasing the dog everywhere, like middle of the night, chasing the dog, trying to get the dog to come back. Dog is not coming back. So Jordan just says, he's like, you know what I did? I just went and I sat, leaned up against the garage, sat in the driveway, and the dog came right up to him. Sometimes we have to stop chasing people. Does that make sense? And when we stop chasing people and say, you know what? You come when you're ready. I'll be here. But I'm just going to keep doing my thing. They're going to come to us, and they will value, and they won't see like, oh my gosh, she just wants to sell me something, and she just wants that sale. Okay. All right. I think I beat that horse enough. Okay. Okay. The next thing that she goes into on being a master of retention is getting people plugged in to a 3-way call, text, or chat with the sponsor, and then the sponsor within the first 48 hours. I think she said 48 hours. I didn't write that down, but I think that's what she said. And so she says, I mean, she has 4 kids, pregnant with her 5th, and homeschool mom. She's like, I don't have time to do phone calls. I don't have time to do 3-way phone calls. we ended up never doing the calls because my schedule was so crazy, and she lives in Hawaii. So if it was the mainland time, she's like, I couldn't do it anymore. So they started doing it. They just do 3-way text threads, either on text message or on Messenger, and adding, with her level ones and their new ambassadors. And then that is duplicating down. So you add them in, you've got 2 people answering questions. You've got 2 people helping them see the vision. Okay, what are your goals? What do you want to get out of Plexus? Okay, well, what's the action plan? What are the steps? Okay, how about your first post on Facebook? What does that look like? Can we help you make that post? Now Brooke's posts are very simple. It's just this, it's a shout out form. And so let's say, Jill, you sponsor Susan, and Susan is going to make her first post on Facebook. It's very simple. I just want to thank my friend Jill for introducing me to these amazing new products that I can't wait to try. They're on their way. I can't wait to have my first pink drink. And then you don't even have to mention Plexus. And then you've got people sort of intrigued. Well, what is the pink drink? Or what are these new health products? And it's not like message me for a sample yet. It's a shout out form. It's less threatening. It's less scary. If this isn't the only way to train your people to do a first Facebook post, it's just one way. It's one of the ways that Brooke is doing it and training her team. So in those 3-way chats, you're helping that person with that first Facebook post, okay, to get them excited, to get them sharing, to get them to see that they don't even necessarily need to wait on their testimony. I know many of us wait on our testimony because you're like, I'm putting my name out there. I want to make sure that I'm behind the products. And I know so many people are that way. But if somebody is already very active on Facebook and sharing their life on Facebook, why not share, hey, I've got these products coming. I'm excited to try. Who wants to try them with me? Super simple. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I think that was kind of what her main things were on the retention piece. But it's all very simple stuff, and I think that it matters. That's a question I get all the time. How do you reduce attrition, and how do you get your white lines back? And those are the questions I get all the time. And I've said I'm like, you do it from the beginning. It all starts from the beginning, and I just love the way Brooke has put this about setting expectations. That if you're going to do Plexus, we're going to need a 90-day commitment. Maybe it isn't for you. So, anyways, okay. Well, I'm going to wrap up tonight with a few quotes. And the first one is, because if you're going to be committed to this, where's my IPA, to this sheet, this section is going to get you guys a lot of crickets, a lot of no's, and that's okay. And it's just to be expected, okay? So one of the first quotes is by one of my newest ambassadors, my mom's BFF, Jo Beth Woodward. And I just love the way she says this, and I've said it to some of you before, but she says, some will, some won't, so what? And then her second part of that quote is, it's not going to change what I'm doing. Get out of my way. So, but just some will, some won't, so what? I'm moving forward. Know that that when someone says no, you can't tie that no or that lack of a response to your potential for success. It's not related. They don't have enough information. They don't understand what Plexus is. Maybe they need more time. It's not just about you reaching out and them accepting what you have to say. So much of it is what is other people's timing. Brooke, it took Brooke a year to come around, and she's obviously an incredible rock star in Plexus, and it took her a whole year for it to be the right timing for her. So someone else's no. What if Amy Paul had taken Brooke's no's and been like, okay, well, I guess she's just never interested. I'm going to, or, hey, I'm not cut out for this because, no one's, she says no. I mean, where would Amy be? I mean, Amy's going to Musha K next week because her husband's name got drawn. Would she be in Musha K if she gave up whenever people told her no? I mean, I promise you, Amy Paul, I've seen her in action. She talks to everybody she knows about Plexus, and it's something that is like not even my style, but I promise you, Amy Paul has gotten more no's than probably anybody in this company. That's just, she's talked to probably more people because I've seen her. She talks to every single person that she comes in contact with about Plexus. And that's not my style, and I'm not suggesting that's your style, but what if all those no's made her say, hey, I'm not cut out for this. You know what I mean? Let no be your daily vitamin. That's right, Jill. Some will, some won't. So what? You may have someone right around the corner that is waiting on you to share Plexus, where Plexus could be an answer to prayer for them. And this isn't, or maybe your Brooke Hemingway or your Celeste Gwynn is right around the corner. You don't know. You don't know who the next person who joins your team isn't going to blow it out of the water. Okay? Some will, some won't. So what? You know what you have to offer, and you're going to keep offering it. Okay. Now to go back to our IPA and planting those seeds, the other quote I want to leave you guys with tonight is by Robert Louis Stevenson, or Lewis. I don't know Louis or Lewis. Robert Louis Stevenson. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant. So it's you may be not in a major reaping harvest of your life cycle of your business, and you won't ever be if you're not planting the seeds. Judge your day and your productivity of your day by the seeds that you're planting. Okay. I think that's all I have for you guys.
Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I got so many notes.
Oh, good. Well, this is really all that you need.
Gotcha.
Did you get this in your page, Mom?
I did. Yeah, I posted it on my page. So if you guys didn't see it, go back and find it because it's on there. So will you post the recording, Jen, or?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to stop that recording.